I'm worried that we're at risk of losing our freedom of speech.
The President of the United States made it very clear he wants to see me and the hundreds of people who work here fired from our jobs. Our leader celebrates Americans losing their livelihoods. Fox News has severed bow ties with Tucker Carlson after all these years. What an absolutely delightful shock this is. One of the most despicable mother Tuckers ever to appear on American television.
Kimmel has this sort of yourself style. Look, it's kind of ironically, he celebrated in his monologue when Tucker Carlson got fired. It's kind of a problem. Yeah. And it's also kind of a problem that he, in his monologue, talked about how it was the right thing to fire Roseanne.
Yeah, I remember that.
A little bit of a problem.
Yeah.
A little bit of a problem. Also a problem.
Yes, Bill Clinton is going viral on social media. He is fired up. According to Bill Clinton, Trump fired Jimmy. Before we even go into this video, you have seen Jimmy celebrating when Tucker Carlson was fired. Even Roseanne, Jimmy celebrated, but Roseanne did not hesitate. She replied to Jimmy immediately. This is the audio before we go into what Bill Clinton said.
Do you think there's anything Jimmy could do tonight? Should he apologize? Like, is there anything he could do, you think, that could, make you happy, make people sort of forgive him?
Well, I think he'll cheer himself on, and his fans, 2,000 of them, they'll feel heartened and, like they won another battle against Trump and the people of the United States. So it'll be a big celebration. Oh, he's back, and he'll double down. That's what they do. They'll see it as a victory.
What would you say to Jimmy Kimmel if he happens to hear this?
Well, he won't ever hear it because they live in a bubble where all alternate views or any truth is kept from them. I'm a troll. And, I love to troll. And so I trolled on Jimmy. I go, gee, Jimmy, if you would have defended me, maybe this wouldn't have happened to you.
I believe you've seen what Roseanne said. When you take a look at this video, Bill Clinton fires up a pointed message to President Trump as Jimmy shows a return to look, no politicians like the press. On bad days, Clinton said, scratching his head with a real grin. Sometimes I really wonder why these people do this every single time. Like, I want to know what Trump did for Jimmy to be fired on the first place.
When somebody like Jimmy Kimmel says that it was MAGA, what he's really saying is that it's okay to lie about conservatives, that their lives don't matter, that his agenda, his political agenda and cultural agenda is more important than the life of my friend who was just taken from us and robbed from us. And you see this with Maggioni, you see this with this ICE facility. It's not okay. And when people like Jimmy Kimmel skirt the truth, when they refuse to take accountability for their actions, then that sends a signal that there's a whole institutional machinery, apparatus that's prepared to defend these evildoers. And that's not okay. What we need is, I'm sorry, I lied, I was wrong, and I won't do it again. And my apologies to the Kirk family and to Erica Kirk.
So, Andrew, I'm just going to...
And that would have been contrition.
Yeah.
I'm worried that we're at risk of losing our freedom of speech, and that the weight of the government is being used to restrict expression from journalism to comedy. Look, no politician likes the press on bad days. Facing hard questions and being forced to think them through and answer them makes our ideas stronger and our politics better. And if the coverage is unfair and inaccurate, we can stand up and do that and point it out and express our disagreements without trying to put people who are doing their jobs under the Constitution out of business. That's wrong.
Yes, this was sufficient enough to say I'm sorry. I was expecting Jimmy to be back on air to say this. I watched the whole thing. I didn't see that. I saw him struggling to cry, on the TV, talking about how Erica had to forgive the shooter, all things like that. When I saw that video, to me, it was still not enough. An apology could be way better.
But I don't know if you saw this on Sunday. Erica Kirk forgave the man husband. She forgave him. That is an example we should follow.
All the same people that are in these polite social circles with you they're feeling vindicated and saying the most evilly Kirk, rest in piss. I saw this lady who was a NASDAQ lady. She worked at NASDAQ and she was at a conference and she's like, we're pausing the conference to say.
So Sinclair, notwithstanding the fact that Disney said, we're bringing him back. Disney held the line for 5 episodes and then said, oh, wait, we got a nasty letter from Jimmy Kimmel supporting celebrities. Okay, we're out. He's back on. So Sinclair said, no, we're not airing him. And then this morning, just as we came to air, Nexstar 2 said, us either. We're not airing him either. So now you've got some 1/3 of the ABC affiliates out there airing something else. I think it's going to be alternate news programming is the option right now. And that's interesting because now we're in the same position we were in yesterday and the day before, Mark. Those are the two station groups, station owners who said, we're not airing Kimmel. So where are we today, in your view, just in terms of this fight?
Well, once upon a time, the relationship between the networks and the station groups were even more intense, and the networks were even more dependent on the stations. They can put it on Hulu, they could put it on YouTube, so they can distribute more easily in the digital age than without the stations. But make no mistake, they're still very dependent on those affiliate relationships. And these two big station owners have the right, and I'm sure they think the responsibility, to not bring Kimmel back. I suspect Disney will try to change their minds, or perhaps this will be the spur to cancel a show that I don't know if it makes money or not, but it's not as popular as it once was. This is how the market should work, right? Disney can do what it wants, and these station owners can do what they want. And in the end, and almost certainly, the consumers will decide. But as you pointed out,
Trump sent this out. I can't believe ABC fake news gave Jimmy his job back. The White House was told by ABC that his show was canceled. Something happened between then and now, because his audience is gone and his talent was never there. Why would they want someone back who does so poorly, who is not funny, and who put the network in jeopardy by playing 99% positive Democrat garbage? He is yet another arm of the DNC. And to the best of my knowledge, that would be a major illegal campaign contribution. I think we are going to test ABC out on this. Let's see how we do it. Last time I went after them, they gave me $16 million. This one sounds even more lucrative. A true bunch of losers. Let Jimmy Kimmel rot in his bad ratings. That is Trump. A lot of people are taking this as offense, like Trump is threatening him. That is what I saw on social media. Thank you guys for always being the sharing on my videos. God bless you abundantly.
With all due respect to former President Obama,
is blatant censorship.
Because he says he has a team of fact checkers.
The FCC.
I want them to stop fooling around with my right to say what I feel.
Americans, it's a part of who we are.
Because that is really something that didn't happen before.
Did anybody else watch The View? Because I think there's some drama, or at the very least some tea in and ready for Joy, Sunny, Anna, and Whoopi to give their perspectives on what happened to Jimmy. And guess what? They said nothing.
I'm going to say one.
Look, there are certain rules of free speech that we must all abide by. But in case anyone needs a refresher, we're going to go over the rules again.
He does not have a right to have a television show where he lies his ass off to the American people.
Well, there are repercussions to spreading lies.
Somebody to get up there, not give a speech about...
And understand what's happening right now, but what they do understand is